So why can't we blame it on you?
I don't have a car.
Yeah, that's a pretty good alibi.
I wasn't here at the time. Otherwise, I would have caught the sorry ass son of a. I would have caught him. I would have yanked him right out of that car and beat the crap out of him.
Why do they feel like they can just walk right into the apartment? What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and last night between 10 and 11 p.m., a car ran into the side of one of my apartment buildings. Now, unfortunately, the lady that lives there and her daughter were actually in the room that the car smashed into. Luckily, they're both okay. However, today we're gonna drive over, take a look at the damage, and see what we've got to do next. Now, keep in mind, I have a management company that dealt with all of this last night and is already over here dealing with it today. I'm just swinging in because I want to see what's going on. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. Here it is from the front side. Now you'd expect this would be the wall that got smashed into. However, it's somewhere back here in the back. I would imagine the only other one is over here, but we've got parking on all of this. So I really, holy cow, I don't know how I'm gonna get my car through that. All right. Whoa! Should have brought the truck. This Tesla was not made for this. What's up, Jace? Looks like Garrett's struggling to drive.
Well, you got this darn rut in your back alley.
What's your game plan here?
Well, I'm just gonna drive out of it.
All right, let's see it.
Smash the like button and subscribe.
Perfect, and hit the little bell so you can make sure you catch future videos. All right, holy cow, there it is, huh?
I'm guessing it came in like this.
You think
how the angle kind of with the whole print kind of was like that? I think they came in this way, but I just don't know who it was. We don't know. We're trying to find out. There's some guesses.
it wasn't the guy that lives here? Because didn't you say
This is the guy that lives here with the truck.
She ran out, and it doesn't look like it was that
There's
truck.
a little ding on that side, but she doesn't think it was him either.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy.
So you don't know who did it?
We don't know who did it.
Jesus.
I have some guesses, and I'm trying to do some cover search, but we have to pull up the siding to bend it back out to go inside. We'll go inside and look at the inside if you want.
So you think it's a tenant that just pulled in too far?
I think it's a guest of a tenant. I think it's a brother or a sister who drives a couple of the tenants that drives them around and was dropping them off probably.
Have you talked to the police already?
I called them, but they were supposed to call me back today. They were just filing the case, but they don't have much to go on, but the pictures and the case number. There's not anything they have.
Do you think they were drunk?
I don't know. That's
How could you not be?
So you guys can see how bent that window is from this angle. Before we go in and look at it, I want to show you guys the other issue we had. We had backup all over in these units a year or two back, right, Jace?
Yep.
Where we just had poop all over the floors.
3 inches of poop. And I had to get on my hands and knees and suck it up.
Oh!
I did all
What do you mean?
I did all for the work for the restoration.
You mean with
You made all the money?
You mean with a utility something, right? With a machine of some kind.
No, with a shop vac.
With a straw.
But over here, the weirdest one was before we had renovated this, someone thought there was going to be cash in this, even though it literally says on the thing, no cash. They must have thought we were trying to trick them or something.
That's, I guess they thought.
So they came over here, and to this day, you still think it's a tenant, right?
Yeah, I still think I know which one it was.
But the tenant left.
Yeah, they left.
Yeah.
It was the day they moved out that it got stolen.
So they came in here.
This is where they broke in. And
So
now there's a big old plate on there in the attic, so they can't get through anymore.
Can't get through.
And
just
crawl
popped
all
up
the
and
way
over.
through the attic, through these little tiny areas to break through the ceiling to try to steal money.
Since then, we've renovated the other side, plated that, and insulated up in there. However, I think this is like our biggest cash cow of all cash cows.
This one plays pretty well.
Original rents on this property were in the 400s.
440.
And now they're up to
6 and 650 for most all of them.
yeah, and then the front three are like 8 and 850.
8 and 9. 850 and 900.
So Jace has done an incredible job, and they're actually really nice. We've
They're nice
got
little one-bedrooms,
they're
yeah.
they're good
They're
one-bedroom
good
apartments, and overall tenants here have been great. In this price range, you still have some that are hit or miss, but we're gonna go inside and see the damage from the inside. How are you?
I told him, why does he come clean and tell me he did it?
So why can't we blame it on you?
I don't have a car.
Yeah, that's a pretty good alibi. Oh, dude, this is the one that was freshly renovated when I bought the place.
This one's this is one of my favorite tenants.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
This place is in great shape. We installed these, which are great. Have you enjoyed working with these?
Those are nicer than the baseboard for sure.
It's pretty instant heat too, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Well, it takes it a little bit.
Takes it a minute. You've got it in your unit too,
Yeah,
huh?
it's in most of them now, but it doesn't burn kids' fingers at all.
Yeah. So this stresses me out. Should we have something here making sure we're not coming down?
The only thing that's broken, this one's only the window, right? Like this one will hold the top plate. This is only holding up the window. That's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But it's a matter of getting it. It's not looks easy, but it ain't easiest to get them all back without taking them apart and re-putting them back in. That's the hard part. But this crib was right here.
Holy cow! So it moved pretty good. She was probably terrified.
She was sitting right on the thing when it happened. I think she was like right there, and she was just. Someone just came to my. I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because that's just traumatizing.
So she didn't see out the window the color of the car or anything?
No, I think she stood up and she saw a truck. And then I get it. It was dark.
Yeah, well,
You're
she was also terrified.
Baby, panicking. Like, what are you? You can't remember.
Yeah, terrified.
But as she went out there, it was truck was gone.
Holy cow!
It's probably a smart move on their part.
Yeah, they got away with it, I guess. You know, she left because it's getting cold. Because there's no, all the cold. Taking 10 degrees last night. That's a lot of cold air coming through there.
Not to mention the potential risk of the ceiling falling on her.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm worried about at this point. Dude, do we have... I feel like we need to talk... I might call the builder in my house and say, hey, how bad is this?
Yeah, you could have your contractor come over and look at it.
Look at it from down here and you can really see.
I know, you can see how far it is, and it broke, and there's plywood
That's
sheet.
a good foot.
There's plywood sheet on the outside,
Yeah.
and then insulation on the outside, the foam, and insulation inside.
They really drilled
broke
it.
through all 3 layers.
I bet the people upstairs felt it like crazy
I don't
too.
think he was home after that truck.
I feel like we should tell him to not stand there.
Oh, 100 pounds isn't going to make a difference.
Well, you don't know how big the tenant is up there. Imagine your butt right there.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, how are you?
You guys doing the work?
No, just looking at the problem to find somebody to do the work. I think.
So who do you guys work for? The same? They work for you?
Yeah, we work with Jace.
Yeah, they work with me.
How bad? They did a hell of a number, didn't they?
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
Who? Yeah, right. I know how to drive.
You don't have a car
So
either, do
are you?
I do have a car, a very expensive car.
But not here.
No, it's in
That's what I
Arizona.
thought.
Stored. It's a 19.
Are you upstairs then, or
I'm
you're
next
just
door.
next door?
Did you? I bet you felt it too.
I wasn't here at the time. Otherwise, I would have caught the sorry son of a.
Yeah, I wish you would have been around.
I would have caught him. I would have yanked him right out of that car and beat the crap out of him. I'm a retired truck driver.
Oh,
So you know how to deal.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel so bad for
I'm
her.
gonna go home and eat.
Okay, James.
So
I'll
I
see you in a little bit.
got him renting from me now. I'll tell him why it won't be.
Why do they feel like they can just walk right into the apartment?
Those two guys are awesome. They're funny, hilarious guys. Very nice.
They just love to come say hello every time I've ever been
I'm
here.
they are. Hey, Jace, come on over. Can I show you something? Nice guy, super nice guy.
So Jason, all honesty, I'm gonna call my guy, but are you worried about the
I'm not that
integrity?
worried about the integrity right now. I'm not. Take out 2 of these. You can take these out and put a doorway in. It can sit here for a week.
You ever played Jenga?
Try to hang on it, right?
You ever played Jenga?
Yeah. I guess that's true, huh? We've got them on both sides. We should be good. All right, guys, we're going to play a game of who can fix the problem better. Jace, my property manager, or Garrett Myers. Now, here's the rules. You have 30 seconds to explain what you would do to fix this problem. So we're going to have Garrett go first.
I'm thinking you just move the whole wall about 4 inches this way. New wall, thicker window.
Double window, double pane.
Yeah, it's extra insulation.
That would actually solve your mildew problem. What's your solution?
My solution is you're going to pull all the drywall, all the insulation out, cut off these 3 joists, these sort of just studs, reframe it, new drywall, new insulation, sheet it nice and flat again.
Perfect. You guys let me know below what you think the better solution is. What's your expense on your solution?
Oh, it's like $500 at most, man.
No, you're gonna have to have another window.
Well, yeah,
you
but
build
windows
another
are
wall.
like $100.
Maybe at the DI. All right, what's yours gonna cost,
Mine's
Jace?
gonna be $800 to $1,000.
Okay, which stays within our deductible. That's very impressive.
Pretty good.
Let me know in the comments, should we go with Jace's option or Garrett's option?
So you have drywall, insulation, drywall, then plywood, then your metal. So it went through all of that. So I have to rebuild all of that from the inside out. So it's not just like tap it in. Okay, we're good.
You're basically redoing the exterior
I think we're
right
gonna
there.
I think we're gonna take off. I think we're gonna take this one off.
What are you going to do
all
with the
way to
siding?
here. The siding, I'm gonna try to bend it back and get it in place. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do something else.
Yeah, you have to
match
redo all of
that.
it.
There's no way we're gonna match it. So
Yeah.
if we can get it close and then touch up, paint it,
Maybe that might be your
It might work
cheapest.
if we can bend it back straight. We're gonna take it off though to bend it back to put it back on. Like it's not a little.
It's a big
It's
project.
not a 1-day job.
This one's getting turned into homeowners insurance.
That's the debate you have to decide. I was like, well, apartments. This is the weirdest one to get hit.
Yeah.
Like homes, I can
Yeah,
see.
homes, yeah,
Like,
sure.
over here in the corner.
Well, and
like, I'm
especially
like,
get
really?
hit this hard. Like, it got, the guy really...
I had it hit the wrong thing. I can see if there's ice all right here, but there's not. It's not like there was snow anywhere out here. Yeah, there's that trench, but that's you have to go slow through the trench or you can't go anywhere. So,
Maybe he gunned it out of the trench and forgot to let off the gas.
and it spun all the way around.
Maybe,
Like, I just don't get it. Like I'm guessing he wasn't paying attention and pulled in and he hit the gas into the brake. I bet they went to
Yeah,
brake
could
and he
be.
just hit the foot and it just and it took off and that was the end of it.
One too many tequilas.
All right, guys, so I'm going to give you the rundown on what this means for us. You usually don't want to turn things into insurance because you've got a deductible, and if it's minimal, I think my deductible is what, $1,000?
I don't know. I think it's
On the property, it might be more for something like this. I'll still call my insurance guy, see what our situation is, because I want to make sure this gets fixed properly. But on most things, if it's going to be, under 1,000 or just a little over 1,000, I prefer to not turn it in and go through the hassle. I'm guessing we're going to want to turn this in, though. I don't know
It'll be
how
close.
you keep...
I mean,
We'll see.
I think I can keep it close depending how far we have to go with this wall, depending how it is.
Yeah.
That's my big. If it's only this section, we might be able to be fine. I just don't know until I have everything out. But we're gonna have a hole here. That's why I don't want to cut a hole in the afternoon here, and I can't get it fixed by tonight because now we're stuck with this.
Worried about freezing pipes.
I gotta
and-
bring a sheet in here and sheet it all up. At least right now, I can leave it one night, start early in the morning, and try to knock out the whole day worth of just one job.
We'll check on all of that. We want to make sure the integrity of the building's good, which you think we should be good, especially if we can get that stud back in. But
Yeah, this is
I
a
want to
king
double
stud.
check.
It's double, so as long as the king stud's there, this should be able to span easily 24 inches and be fine on the weight. So if I can get this guy back in, I think we're fine.
Okay.
Now, this black mold you've got here, that might be another.
Those are your new windows.
And this is funny because we actually get this
Inside.
complaint from tenants a lot. These old aluminum windows are always going to get condensation, and if you don't consistently keep them, you'll actually get some mildew buildup. Is it dangerous for the tenants? No. But you also need to talk to tenants and make sure they're consistently cleaning it. And I learned something buying windows from a house. You deal with this the worst in the change of seasons. I thought it would be just the winter,
It's hot
but
and cold outside changes that makes the
The dew point or
touching a
something.
tent, like touching your tent when you're camping, and all of a sudden it gets wet inside. It's the same principle: hot, cold, and it changes that air. That's when you get the condensation to form, right?
Yeah.
If you
So-
keep the humidity out of this apartment, it will be less too. If these are built so tight, if they don't open a window in the winter, sometimes you gotta open the window in the winter, even though it's cold, just to get humidity out,
air in.
and then you can dry it out. Otherwise, it's just too much moisture stuck.
Well,
in the
we
apartment.
found some weird things with apartments where the vent fan doesn't actually vent out or the vent fan doesn't work. So then
Or
in the
blows in the
bathroom
attic.
especially, something you've got to deal with. With this though, we're going to talk to my insurance guy. We're going to make sure we get the integrity of the building in a good place. And then we're either going to cut you loose, or if insurance is covering it, we might call in
a
somebody
guy, come
else
do
and
it.
have them come and do it. So that's kind of the process. We're also going to reach out to the police. Hopefully they find someone so it could be on their insurance instead of my deductible. However, I will tell you guys, this is what we plan for. This is part of the game, unfortunately. I don't necessarily know that we plan for people driving through the walls.
These ones
But-
are a little hard to plan for.
Yeah.
I can't even prevent these ones. I can do all I can, but I can't even control this one. This one's out of my control.
Some serious deferred maintenance.
In future videos, I'll probably show you start, finish, what we did, how we were able to get on top of it. However, I do want you to know it's still worth it to invest in rental properties. This is why we have insurance. This is why we have Jace. This is why we set aside expense money. And if you've done all of that, then you're going to be okay with something.
This particular property has given you some adventures, though, isn't
It
this the one
has.
that?
The RI is still pretty good on
Yeah,
this
it's
thing.
incredible. Incredible. I mean, this is a 24 unit between the fourplexes, and then we added the other 3 units up front. 24, 25, 26, 27 unit.
units.
Yeah. it has been a cash cow, and we were actually, I was looking, I think we've been under on the expenses we planned for this year. So
This year we've done pretty good on this
Done
property.
really well.
This property is done really good, but we're making up for it now.
So I just did a phone call with the builder of my house. He's been framing homes for, probably 25 years. And Jace was spot on. That's exactly how we need to fix it. And so we're going to get these popped back in. We're going to make sure that we add the new studs, get it sheetrocked. Hopefully we can save the window. If not, it's just part of the plan, and that window probably needed to be replaced soon anyways. So these two will get back in, and then we should be back in business. Jace, how quick you think you can pull this one off?
I might be able to get it done mostly tonight and tomorrow.
Sweet. Okay, onward and upward. Well, thanks so much, and we'll see where we end up. I'll show you guys the after product. So again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to start investing in real estate, if this hasn't scared you away, I promise you it is worth it. You can grab the real estate investing course. The link is in the description and you can get $50 off. Thanks guys, see ya.